If you still feel emotionally connected to the narcissist, even after no contact, your nervous system may still be stuck in survival mode, even if the split happened years ago. By the end of this video, you will understand why you feel this way and learn how to finally end this emotional connection to them forever. Hello, I'm Sarah. Welcome to my channel. Many women think they should feel over it by now, but trauma bonds and chronic emotional stress can leave them feeling hypervigilant, emotionally exhausted and struggling to fully let go, even when it's been years since the divorce. After emotional abuse, many women describe feeling completely drained, fatigued, brain fogged, and still have that feeling of treading on eggshells, even though the ex is gone. There's a sense that they are still plugged into this person. The reason for this is that over the years, you and your nervous system have been trained to track their moods, their actions, their tone of voice, and their opinions. This focus on them was to help keep you safe back then, and instead, it is still keeping you trapped in your old world of survival from emotional abuse. Your little internal survival self, as I like to call her, is still doing her job. So I did have fun wondering what she might look like, and it's helpful to imagine what yours looks like. So here are a few ideas. So even though you have detached and separated from the ex, you are in effect still giving your life force and energy to this person, even though they have long gone. I created a video about energy vampires, so you can check that out here. So now back to our video. The time has eventually arrived for you to make them a complete non-entity in your life. I think you will agree. So when you are still thinking about them in any way, it isn't because you miss them or love them. It's because your attention has followed old but well-worn pathways of thought and actions about them. It's so familiar to you and your nervous system, as well as your little survival self. Your attention, your energy is still being outwardly focused. So before we get to the one thing that will help you get detached forever, we need to understand a little bit more. Many people talk about energetic practices like cord cutting in this situation, but often they feel frustrated when the connection returns. Here's why it does. Those energetic ties to that person are still active. They are occurring in your autonomic nervous system, and your survival self is still coordinating the response to keep you safe. Cord cutting only seems to work at a surface level. Your survival self doesn't pay attention to that. She's not surface level at all. She still believes, my safety is utterly reliant on understanding this person so well. I can't create safety for myself, or if I can't stay safe, I might die, and I must help my person to stay safe in whatever way I can. And these survival beliefs have been wired into our autonomic nervous system very early on. Our safety depends on someone else, not ourself, and energy follows beliefs. They are very early, immature beliefs that do not take account of the fact that we are now a grown adult, and also that the emotionally abusive ex has gone. It's a profound transition to make on our healing journey, to stop defining our life by who they were and who we were back then. We learn to direct our life force back to ourselves now, in the present moment and forever. Thanks for sticking with me, because now we can go ahead and talk about what really works to break this connection once and for all. It's all about calling our energy back. So how do we do this? Reclaiming your energy means gently but consistently taking small actions by noticing those old patterns, turning your attention inward, honouring your feelings and body sensations and choosing to be present with yourself whenever thoughts about the ex arise. We create new and different pathways of thought and behaviour, and that we keep using until they become familiar instead. Our nervous system and mind learn a new way to focus, and so does our little survival self. In the early days, like learning anything new, it feels a bit unusual and a bit unfamiliar, but after a while of consistent action, it becomes a habit, a good one. Because our attention is focused on ourself, it's the total opposite of monitoring another individual in order to stay safe. It goes way deeper than cord cutting. When we begin to bring our focus to ourself, we feel our energy return back to us. Our sense of self solidifies and our body relaxes. Our intuition increases and we develop a strong sense of self-trust. And eventually you feel confident you can create safety for yourself. And this is because your own life force is spent looking after you, and your little survival self is helping every moment, of course. The more you can focus on you, the less of an energy drain they become. It doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen surprisingly quickly if you can make this transition of focus. When this happens, women often describe it as, I got my soul back, I feel like myself again, I'm no longer haunted, or I found my smile again. So this is all about getting emotionally free and your energy returns to you, and the old connection to the ex just dissolves on its own. You don't feel drained anymore. You begin to feel energized and more alive. You have created emotional space and can focus your energy, so you become available for creativity, intimacy, purpose and joy. Perfect ingredients for helping you create a wonderful life after divorce. And that is how you get free from the ex forever. There's just one thing I would like to share with you before you go. To start thriving in life after emotional abuse and your divorce, to begin living your happy ever after, there is a pathway out of the nightmare and to start living your dreams. It's a paradox that healing is not so much about the toxic ex, but that it's all about you. You hold the keys to a wonderful abuse-free future. If you are ready to stop the cycle of toxic people appearing in your life for good, watch this next step on clearing your old patterns that keep them a match. The worrying aspect of emotional abuse is that toxic people will keep showing up in your life until you clear your susceptibility to them. I discovered how to do this for myself, and you can watch about that here.